There's rain falling outside my window tonight. There's rain and the sky's got no light. I'm watching it fall and I'm feeling the weight of another night coming in late. This rain's matching my mood, dark and slow. This rain's telling me everything I know, that life ain't always bright and clear, that sometimes all you got is tears. Melancholic rain, that's my companion. Melancholic rain, singing my song. Melancholic rain, through the midnight hours. Melancholic rain, all night long. The city's quiet when the rain comes down. The city's asleep and I'm still awake. I'm listening to the rhythm of the drops and feeling like my heart's about to break. Each raindrop's a memory of someone. Each raindrop's a dream I let go. Each raindrop's a moment I can't get back. Each raindrop's telling me I'm slow. There's beauty in this melancholic feeling. There's truth in this late night pain. There's wisdom in the sadness that I'm carrying. There's peace in this melancholic rain. I could turn away and go to sleep. I could try to forget and move on, but instead I'm sitting here at midnight, listening to this melancholic song. The rain's washing away the day's pretense. The rain's showing me what's real. The rain's telling me it's okay to be sad. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel. So I'm gonna sit here with this melancholic feeling. I'm gonna let this rain wash over me. I'm gonna surrender to this midnight sadness. I'm gonna let my tears fall free. Melancholic rain, keep on falling. Melancholic rain, don't you stop. through my window. Melancholic rain all night long. You shattered me like a glass on the floor. You shattered me and I can't put it back anymore. Every piece of me is cut and bleeding. Every piece of me is crying out for something I can't reach. I'm sweeping up the broken glass tonight. I'm sweeping up the pieces of what we were. But the cuts keep coming, the pain keeps bleeding, and I don't know how to make it stop no more. Broken glass heart, that's what you left me. Broken glass heart, sharp and jagged inside. Broken glass heart, can't be fixed again. Broken glass heart, that's where you reside. I tried to hold you carefully, I tried to be so gentle, but you were always slipping through my fingers anyway. Now I'm bleeding from the inside, bleeding from the cuts, and all I can do is lay here in this broken glass and hurt. You walked across my heart like it was nothing. You didn't care about the damage you were doing. Now the shards of glass embedded in my soul, and I don't know if they'll ever come out whole. This broken glass heart is cutting me slow. This broken glass heart won't let me go. Every breath I take draws more blood. Every moment I'm deeper in this broken glass flood. I see reflections of us in the broken pieces. I see memories scattered on the floor, but I can't put them back together, and that's what's killing me to the core. Beautiful in a way, it sparkles with the light of what we had. But beauty don't heal the bleeding, beauty don't bring back what made me glad. So I'm learning to live with broken glass inside. I'm learning to accept this shattered pride. I'm learning that some hearts can't be repaired. I'm learning that sometimes love just leaves you scared. Broken glass heart, ooh, bleeding slow. Broken glass heart, City lights are fading as the night gets old. I'm walking down these streets and everyone's a stranger. The neon signs are flickering and dying slow. The city's showing me the truth about my danger. I see faces in the crowd, but they don't see me. I'm just another shadow moving through the night. The city promised me everything when I was young. Now it's just showing me what's out of sight. People rush past me with their own stories. Everyone's running towards something I can't see. I'm moving slower now, feeling the weight of all the dreams this city stole from me. The bars are closing, the streets are emptying. The night is turning into something cold. I could go home to an empty apartment, or I could stay out here and watch the story unfold. These streets raised me, they taught me how to survive. But survival ain't the same as living. The city gave me hustle, but it took my soul. The city's got a way of always taking. City lights are fading in the morning, and I'm finally letting this city go. counting down the hours till the morning comes. 1 hour left, then the darkness goes away. But I don't know if I'm ready for the light. I don't know if I can face another day. The clock on the wall is ticking louder now. Each second's telling me something I don't wanna hear. The time keeps moving whether I'm ready or not. That the night's almost over and I got nothing here. I've been counting since the midnight bell rang. 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. And I'm measuring my life in these small increments, waiting for something to take the pain away. 30 minutes left, and I'm feeling the weight. 30 minutes and the sun will start to show. I'm not ready to go back to the world. I'm not ready to pretend that I'm whole. Faster than they should. I'm trying to hold on to the darkness, but the darkness don't wanna stay for good. 15 minutes now, and my heart's racing fast. 15 minutes, and I gotta let this go. I gotta face the morning. I gotta face myself. I gotta learn to live with what I know. 5 minutes left, and the night's almost done. 5 minutes, and I gotta say goodbye to this darkness that's been holding me, to this midnight that's been my alibi. The countdown's almost over, the clock's almost struck the day, and I'm not ready, but I'm going anyway. Into the light I can't stay away. This is the last glass of the night. This is the last moment before I let go. I'm drinking it slow, savoring every drop, because after this I don't know where I go. The bartender's wiping down the counter. He knows I ain't coming back after tonight. Something's changing, something's ending, and I'm ready to walk into that light. I've been sitting in this bar for too long. I've been hiding from the world in this dark, but the darkness can't protect me anymore. The darkness has been calling me to start. This last glass is my farewell to the pain. This last glass is my goodbye to the past. I'm finishing it slow and deliberate, because some endings are meant to last. I can feel it in my bones that something's different. I can feel the weight lifting off my chest. I can feel the pain starting to soften. I can feel myself finally getting some rest. The neon's dimming, the night's almost over. The sun's about to break through the dark, and I'm gonna walk out of this bar for the last time, and I'm gonna make a brand new start. This last glass tastes like redemption. This last glass tastes like hope. This last glass tastes like a man ready to change. This last glass gives me strength to cope. So I'm raising this glass one last time. I'm thanking this bar for the shelter it gave. I'm thanking the whiskey for being my friend. I'm thanking the night for keeping me brave. And now I'm walking out into the morning. I'm walking into whatever comes next. I'm leaving behind all the ghosts and the demons. I'm finally ready for what's best. that man. I looked in the mirror, and he don't look like me. When did I become a stranger to myself? When did I lose the key? I'm walking through this life like a ghost. I'm walking through these days like I ain't real. People know my name, but they don't know me. They don't know what I feel. Midnight stranger, that's what I am. Midnight stranger, that's who I've been. A man without a face, without a past, a midnight stranger, nowhere to begin. I can't remember the last time I felt like myself. I can't remember the last time I was true. I'm just going through the motions, saying all the right words, but inside I'm someone brand new. This midnight showing me the truth I've been avoiding. This midnight showing me I'm lost and all alone. I'm a stranger even to the people closest to me. I'm a midnight stranger that's finally come home. Home to emptiness, home to void, home to not knowing who I am, home to this darkness that won't let me go, home to being the midnight man. I've been pretending to be someone for so long. I've been wearing masks so deep I forgot the real face. Now when I look in the mirror, there's nobody staring back. Just a midnight stranger, lost in this dark place. I'm searching for myself in the darkness. I'm searching for something that feels true, but all I find is more questions and more stranger looking back at you. Maybe the midnight stranger is all I'll ever be. Maybe there ain't no real me underneath. Maybe I'm just a collection of of lies and pretense. Maybe I'm just a midnight mystery. So I'm learning to live as a stranger. I'm learning to walk this lonely road. I'm learning that being a stranger to yourself is a burden that nobody should know. Midnight stranger in the mirror, midnight stranger in this place. Midnight stranger, who are you? Midnight stranger, show your face. Midnight won't end. That's what I finally understand. Midnight won't end. This is where I'm supposed to be. I've been fighting it all my life, but tonight I surrender to the midnight that's becoming me. This darkness is familiar now, like an old friend. This darkness has always been my home. I was running from it, but it was chasing me. Now I'm accepting that I'll never be alone. Midnight won't end. The sun won't come back. Midnight won't end. I'm finally at peace. I've been searching for meaning in the light, but the darkness is where I found release. I can feel myself fading into the night. I can feel the edges of myself dissolving. I can feel the pain becoming numb. I can feel myself finally resolving. This midnight's eternal. This midnight's my grave. This midnight's where all my ghosts will rest. I'm sinking deeper into the darkness, and I'm grateful for this final test. I don't need the sun anymore. I don't need the world to see me. The midnight's got me now, and I'm finally safe. In this darkness, I'm finally free. So here's to the midnight that won't end. to the darkness that feels like home. Here's to the peace that comes with surrender. Here's to never having to roam. Midnight won't end, and that's alright. Midnight won't end, I'm finally right where I'm supposed to be in this dark. Midnight won't end, and I've left my mark in the darkness, in the midnight air, in the place where nobody goes, in the midnight that will never end. That's where my soul finally knows. I'm praying to something I don't understand. I'm kneeling in this neon lit room. The bartender's my witness, the whiskey's my prayer. This is the only church I know. God, if you're listening, I need you to know that I'm trying, that I'm still trying, that every day I wake up and fight this battle, that every night I'm begging for mercy. This neon light's the closest thing to grace I got. This whiskey's my communion with the darkness. I'm looking for salvation in all the wrong places, but I'm looking nonetheless. If heaven's real, will you save a spot for someone like me?
Someone like me,
Someone who's broken,
someone who's failed,
someone who's failed,
someone who's failed,
someone who tried and fell short
every single time,
every single time. Someone who's still praying anyway. I see people walking past this bar. They don't know I'm in here praying. Some of us pray in neon light. So I'm gonna stay here a little longer. I'm gonna finish this prayer in this glass. I'm gonna believe that somewhere, somehow, that someone's listening to my midnight plea. God help me.
God save me.
God save me.
God hold me.
In this neon prayer of mine. God help me.
God save me.
God remind me that I'm not alone in the dark. There's a photograph on my wall from another lifetime. It shows me when I still had hope in my eyes. I'm looking at that picture like I'm looking at a stranger, a man I used to know before I learned how to lie. That photograph's getting yellow with age. That photograph's fading just like everything else. The people in that picture don't exist anymore. That's just a ghost of who they were. I can see her smile, frozen in that moment. I can see the way she looked at me back then. Before the world got hard, before dreams got broken, before we both became something different. That photograph is all I got left of that time. That photograph is proof that it was real. All those moments, all those feelings, all that love, it's all right there in that fading frame. Sometimes I wonder what happened to that man, the one smiling in that photograph. Did he know how fast the years would pass? Did he know that love would never last? The photograph don't lie, but it don't tell the truth. It freezes one moment and pretends it's forever, but forever came and went in a blink of an eye. And now I'm here alone, staring at what used to be. I could take that photograph down off the wall. but then I'd have nothing left to hold on to. No proof that any of it was real. So I'm gonna leave it hanging there. I'm gonna let it fade a little more. I'm gonna remember that man in that photograph and honor the life he lived before.
I'm watching the smoke rise up from my cigarette, curling and twisting into shapes I can't quite name. Each wisp is a thought that's escaping my mind. Each smoke ring is a moment that won't stay the same. The smoke's got its own agenda, its own path. It don't care where it's going or where it's been. It just rises up toward nothing and disappears. And that's the most honest thing I ever seen. I could follow that smoke if I wanted to. I could let it show me where to go. But instead I'm just sitting here watching it drift, letting it teach me about letting go. The room's filling up with this smoke and silence. The smoke's got more wisdom than I ever will. It don't fight, it don't struggle, it don't ask questions. It just exists in this moment, still and still. I'm reading my fortune in the smoke patterns. I'm seeing my future in the way it fades. I'm understanding that everything's temporary, that even the smoke that rises will be erased. Maybe I should be more like the smoke. Maybe I should stop trying so hard. Maybe I should just rise up and drift away. Maybe I should accept that life's got no cards. The cigarette's burning down to nothing. The smoke's getting thinner in the air. And I'm learning that endings are gentle.
when you stop fighting and just let them be there. So I'm gonna sit here a little longer. I'm gonna watch the last of the smoke rise. I'm gonna surrender to the beauty of fading. I'm gonna find peace in the goodbyes.
I woke up this morning and you were beside me, but I didn't recognize the person sleeping there. We've been together for so long, but somewhere along the way we became two strangers sharing the same bed. I watched you breathing in the early light, and I felt this distance that I couldn't cross. You're right there next to me, but you're a million miles away. We're two strangers pretending we still know each other. When did this happen? When did we lose the connection? Your touch become unfamiliar on my skin. I know your body, but I don't know your mind. We're two strangers bound by habit and history. You turned and looked at me with eyes I don't recognize. There's a wall between us that I can't tear down. We could be anyone lying in this bed. Two strangers who forgot how to be lovers. I reached out to hold you, but my hand stopped short, afraid of what I might discover. That this stranger beside me is someone I married, someone I promised forever to. Maybe this is what happens when love dies slow. Maybe
is the price we pay for staying. Two strangers in a bed that used to feel like home. Two strangers counting down the days. I could leave, I could walk away from this, but instead I'm laying here beside you in silence, because being a stranger with you feels safer than being alone with the truth. So we'll wake up tomorrow and do it all again. Two strangers going through the motions. Two strangers sleeping in the same bed. Two strangers who used to be something more.
I've been asking this whiskey all my questions tonight, but the whiskey ain't got no answers for me. I poured another drink, hoping this one will be different, but it's just the same silence staring back. Why did she leave? Why couldn't I be enough? Why do I keep coming back to this same bar? Why do I drink when I know it don't help? Why am I still looking for answers in a glass? The bottle's empty, but my questions ain't done. The bottle won't tell me what I need to know. I'm staring at the bottom, looking for wisdom, but all I see is my own reflection, looking broken. Maybe the answer ain't in the whiskey. Maybe the answer's just learning to let it go. Wrong questions. Maybe I just need to accept I don't know. Bartender's wiping down the counter. He's seen 1,000 men like me come through. We all think we're different. We all think our story's unique, but we're all just ghosts drinking in the dark. I'm gonna finish this glass and go home. I'm gonna stop asking questions
to a bottle. I'm gonna learn to live with the not knowing. I'm gonna find peace in the silence.